knowing that you need to make a drastic weight change or knowing that you need to make a drastic lifestyle change can be completely daunting. I was daunted to the point where I didn't think I could ever do it, but I boldly stepped forward one day and decided to do it anyhow. I know that making these changes can feel intimidating, but I also know that every small step forward that you take in making healthy habit lifestyle changes is like a domino effect. The first little thing you do impacts the second, and so on, and it keeps going, and it has this really positive domino effect in your life. Today, we're going to explore 3 powerful small habits you can make changes with starting today and see how they impact your life tremendously without leaving you feel overwhelmed or daunted. Ready to unlock how to improve your health and your weight loss with manageable steps that are not only easy to start, but better than that, they're easy to maintain. And you can keep building on them one after the other. They impact each other. Let's talk about why small habits matter. At this stage in life, we're juggling a lot of things usually, whether it's kids or grandkids, work, social life, fitness, free time, friend time, etc. Life is full of challenges for us, and we try to get through the day without being stressed day after day with so much on our plate, but we do get stressed. And the last thing we need is more stress. So I want to help you find ways to change your lifestyle habits that are not going to leave you feeling more stressed, and as a matter of fact, they will help you decrease your stress level. Small changes are not only easier to integrate into our lives, but they also help build our confidence and our momentum. When we start small, we're setting ourselves up for success. Studies show that creating habits that are small, manageable, achievable, and that we will find easy enough to do on a day-to-day basis helps set us up for success when we start with manageable goals. The idea of habit stacking, which is building one habit on the next habit once you've formed it. For instance, if you're somebody that likes to sit down and relax after dinner with a tea, you could then have a tea as well as have your water beside you and drink your water. Here are some small habits you can start today. Start with maybe a 15-minute exercise time. Maybe start walking if you're able. I know some of you are not, so you can look at different forms of exercise like chair exercises or aqua exercises. But 15 minutes is a manageable bite of time. And you're going to say to me, why only 15 minutes, Easter? I know people work out for an hour and a half. Yes, they do, but you get there in baby steps. I started with 2 blocks of walking, and when I started working out, I started doing chair exercises for 10 minutes. So try a 15-minute chunk of time to either sit and do chair exercises, go for a small walk, go in the pool and exercise in the pool. Dance. I love dancing. It's a great way to get exercise. For me, that start turned into 30 minutes, turned into an hour, and eventually an hour and a half that I do on a regular basis now. I know I could do more, but I had to limit at some point and say, no, this is getting unhealthy on the other end. So I'm going to keep myself to exactly 15 minutes. I'm going to keep myself to an hour and a half because it's a healthy habit to have, and it's not overrunning my day by taking up hours and hours. Each step I took forward and each time I built upon my habit, it was like I was having another victory. Every time I would add another 15 minutes, or when I started to add a second class at the gym, or when I added new exercises at home, added another kilometer to my walk, I was so proud of myself. And every time I was proud of myself, I was able to say, hey, maybe you can do more. That's amazing. Look at what you're doing compared to before. I allowed myself to celebrate the victories for the first time in my life. Instead of looking at what I hadn't done, I really focused on what I was doing and what I was doing well so that I could be proud of myself. And that being proud of myself led me to being the confident, happy person that I am today. I know we talked a little bit about drinking water, but I want to focus more on that as perhaps the second step you can take towards a healthy habit starting today. Mindful hydration is really important. It's a fantastic habit. It's one that you're going to be thinking of throughout the day. So you start your morning with a glass of water before you have your coffee. You have lunch, you drink a glass of water before lunch, you drink a glass of water after lunch. It's going to help trick your stomach into thinking you're full, but it's going to wash those toxins out. It's going to help flush the food and digest it. It's going to help you have beautiful glowing skin, and it kickstarts your metabolism for you. What more could you ask for? This is an amazing habit that I'm so glad that I formed. This habit sets the tone for positive, healthy choices throughout the day. When you're being conscientious of hydrating yourself or eating better foods, you're conscientious of other things as well. It has this rub off on it type of effect. And like I said, a domino effect that stacks one thing onto the other. The more you do, the more you want to do. The more you improve life, the more you want to improve your life. I know the hardest part is starting, but trust me, once you get started and you start to see some victory, you're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to say, hey, what's next? What else can I do? Try keeping a bottle of water with you wherever you go and sip it throughout the day. This will keep your mind focused on having better habits. It will keep your mind focused on sticking to your goal, and it will help you have a positive tone throughout the day. Every little drop counts. Finally, let's talk about something mindful you can do to end your day. One of the things I like to do is meditate before bed. I like to go through my day and consider what I've done, think of where I could have done better, think of if there's someone I need to talk to tomorrow because I made a mistake and said something harsh or didn't answer them correctly or didn't answer them in a proper way or didn't answer them in a mindful, courteous way, or things that I forgot to do that I can do tomorrow. I think about these things and it leaves me peaceful before going to bed. I like to practice deep breathing as I meditate because it keeps me in the moment. It keeps me focused on both my breathing and what I'm thinking about, and it keeps me from being distracted outside of myself during that time. If you do this for 10 minutes before bed every night, it's not going to only calm your mind and your spirit, but it also helps with muscle recovery and flexibility, since you are adding that little bit of exercise in now. It's a beautiful way to honor your mind, body, and spirit in a healthy, loving way at the end of the day. I would suggest you find somewhere comfortable in your home, put on some relaxing music, sit, take a few deep breaths before you begin, calm your spirit a little bit, and then take that 10 minutes to reflect, to breathe deeply, to think, and to let your mind come to peace at the end of the day. If you need it, there are videos online that can give you guided meditation, and YouTube is full of them, and they're very healthy ways to practice meditation. Remember, meditation is about doing what's good for you. So it's one thing to start a habit, but it's another thing to get it going and get the momentum going. So I'm going to suggest that maybe you set some reminders for the beginning, especially around drinking water, especially at the end of the day to remember to do your meditation, and also schedule a time when you're going to add movement into your day. If you put alarms and reminders on, you can't fail. Don't trust your mind that's busy with all the stresses of life to just remember to have another glass of water or just remember. And actually, there are apps that count how much water you've had to drink through the day. So that might be something else that you can set yourself up with. Remember to celebrate every time you meet a goal. This is really important because it focuses you on the positive about yourself. When in my obesity, I was really focused on negative things. I was really hard on myself. I was really critical, and I was in a really negative, sad place. But when I decided to come out of that, I made sure to focus on the things that were positive that I was doing. I made sure to say, hey, great job, Easter. You know what? That's amazing. And because of that, I would want to do more. I wasn't looking for external validation anymore. I didn't need somebody else to feed me. Great job, Easter. Wow, keep going. I needed to do it for myself. And when I started to do it for myself, and I knew that I was enough validation for myself instead of looking to somebody else for my identity, finally finding it myself through forming these positive habits, through setting goals and reaching them, through better diet and exercise, I became a whole new me that is confident, energetic, happy, peaceful, and able to sit here encouraging you because of my own emotional and spiritual healing as well. Sometimes we need to adjust things because life happens, and that's okay. Life goes sideways on us. Situations come up. We get busy and we forget or we miss something. That's okay. Don't focus on that. Focus on, wow, I did a great job the other day. I'm going to keep that up tomorrow, or I'm going to keep that up for the rest of my day. Just get yourself back on track and don't let yourself ruminate on what you didn't do or what you did wrong. Focus on your wins. Focus on moving forward. Focus on the fact that you've even made the decision to move forward, because that in itself is a huge victory. If you're new here, I want to let you know that I'm here to support women over 40 who are looking at a weight loss journey that is not just about losing weight, but it's about getting to the bottom of why we need to lose weight in the first place. It's about emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, and body wellness. When you come to terms that these three things are tightly entwined with each other, your ability to get healthy on all these levels, your ability to not only lose weight but be really happy in the process of doing so, will be life altering. It is a game changer to, instead of thinking, oh, I've got a diet to lose 30 pounds or 200 pounds like I did, I hate diets, it's not going to work for me, they never work in the past. Instead, I faced it thinking, well, this is a new way of doing things, so maybe instead of comfort eating, I need to get to the bottom of why I feel like I need comforting in the first place. So I focused on healing from the inside out. And when I did that, the pounds melted away because I no longer had the need, that pull to go to the food all the time. I learned to pray when I had hard moments. I learned to journal when I had hard moments. I learned to set in positive small habits like we're talking about today to help me move forward in my weight loss journey. And you can do the same thing too. Don't be discouraged because of your age. Don't be discouraged because of past failures that are not failures. They're just experiences that maybe didn't go the way you wanted them to. Focus on the positive decision you're making today to start your own weight loss journey and putting in place habits and practices and a food plan that are going to work for you. I've walked the path you're walking. I know the fear. I know the doubts. I know the self-questioning you're doing right now, wondering if you can do it too, but I did it and you can do it too. I started my weight loss journey at 57 with no thyroid, past menopause, antidepressants, and a mindset that I was never going to be able to lose the weight again. But I overcame all of those things. My age didn't stop me. My thyroid didn't stop me. My slower metabolism didn't stop me. And being in menopause, taking antidepressants didn't stop me. I had a healthy, well-rounded diet day to day, and I enjoy my food. I have 3 meals a day, and you can do this too. Together, we can create the same changes I've had in your life. As I wrap up, I want to encourage you to take some action today. Don't put it off to tomorrow. Take one little step today. Try something we talked about today. And let me know in the comments what that commitment you're making to yourself is today. And let me know if this video resonated with you, because I really want you to believe in yourself. I believe in you because I know I did it and I know you can too. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I'll be back soon with so much more to share with you, because I just have so much more to share with you. See you soon.